Hey, we just got the green light. Everything should be synchronizing better. Thank you. Things out of my control. Just like the music business. Hey, I'm relaxed. We had a great gig in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, where early in my career, Ontario, Canada became very important as a launching pad for building a bigger regional, I guess you could call it, awareness of my talent and my new releases. And it was important to me to get up there because I had a lot of relatives in the area. So it was one of the first places that I reached were places I knew family was, like Italy and Canada. There were places I aspired to get to first so that I could show my family I was coming along. And so I had many years of fun at the Orbit Room with my friend Tim Noter. Some of my friends have passed. I didn't see some of my friends. I hope that they're okay. But I saw many of my friends, and it was so wonderful to be back on the road a little bit. Just having, a little fun playing music. So that was When You're Smiling with what I like to call the Chunka Chunka feel. Freddie Green, halftime swing, medium swing. That's that medium swing groove number 11, or number 10, I think it is, for you that like to use Drum Genius. If you're watching the show and you're learning how to play and you're looking for grooves to play along with. I started playing with drum machines at the very, very beginning 50 years ago. And the drum machines we had were mechanically sounding, algorithmically divided beats, whether they be Latin or samba or some kind of foxtrot or some interesting rumbas and cha-chas and bossas and beats like that. So I learned early on how to make boring grooves sound good by what I played around it. So if you're looking for a drum machine to embellish what you need there, you might have to do some programming to make it happen. But the problem I have with that then is like, okay, when it's time to end the song, it's over unless, you want to have one more task of trying to control a loop pedal while you're playing bass pedals and bass lines with your left hand and all that. So it gets a little cumbersome. So I'd prefer just to use, a straight groove and then make it sound interesting by the way I play. Interesting concept. But in practice, then you can start making things happen. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. Let's just go grab a samba. Let's try one I haven't used before. Okay, this is going to have more of that calypso kind of thing. And you can lose it real quick, so you have to be careful with a groove like this. But it could be interesting, because now what I'm going to try to do is really creative use this. Ah. Yeah. So that's using one rhythm, playing around with, hey, thank you, playing around with making the music be the focus and not the drum machine. So I think it's good to have like cool instruments. It's vitally important to have the instrument that you need. Hey, Austria, welcome, how are you? We got Francesco from Italy, Bob Thomas. Hey, Buff, what's going on? Frederick, I will not forget to invite you today. I will not. Sorry about that. How you doing, Frederick from Sweden? Jimmy Caswell. The Muji Fuji. I like that name. Muji Fuji. I should have played Fungi Mama. Yeah, Fuji. Fuji Mama. I haven't seen Fuji-san in a long time. So it's been a while. Well, let's see. That was St. Thomas Calypso played with a samba groove. And doing good. Okay. Well, that's a good one, though. I liked it. We should all be doing more God these days, I think. You know what I mean, Frederick? I don't think the first one was a mistake. I played a song on my first show back out on the road on Thursday, which was Oscar Peterson's Hymn to Freedom. I like that song a lot. And at the very end, it was interesting how when you can equate music to God, it's spiritual music. And it feels good when you play that. So it was just good to be back on the road again. Oh, yeah. All right. The interesting thing I was telling them was that when you make a joke or you do something, you get instantaneous, response, And when you do it on the internet, you wait. And then maybe 30 seconds later, what you said comes back to you. So there's someone that's saying, hi, Tony. Let's see. Wow, many comments. You guys are in the broadcast. How come I'm not seeing those comments? Wow, there's a lot of comments going on. Is that today's show? Wait a minute. This must have been another show. I'll bet you it's another show. Because the internet's been operating a little slow today. So, here's today's show. Okay. Let's see, who is this? Boy, the internet is working super slow. That's what it is. But we're here. There we go. It says wait. Wait. I can't wait. Let's see, somebody just said, hey, Monty, how are you? There we go. I'm getting some of the messages coming in. Yeah, boy, it was really a big deal to be able to start getting out a little bit just for the sake of playing music, So it's a wonderful thing. Let's see, it looks like we're on today's show, so I don't know. Oh, I see what's going on. Oh, you guys are making comments. Wow, this is strange. In many places, this is good. Okay, Garrett's here. Wow, so there is a lot of comments I don't see. Okay. Yeah, what's going on today is play some Killer Joe. Okay, Garrett, I'll play that for you. Let's get a really nice little groove. too fast. Everybody plays things too fast. Well, let's keep it nice. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Sheen. How are you? Sam. Jean. Hope you're doing well. Dave K. Craft, how are you, man? Man, I haven't seen you or heard from you. Hope you're doing well. How is everything? Everything okay? Playing music is a lifelong process, and many of you are on it. It's a beautiful thing, actually. So, feeling kind of mellow today. I don't know why. But that's okay. We're allowed to feel that way. How about getting some groove going on? There's something about this groove that's on the pop rock category. Those of you Drum Genius fans, pop rock number 11 scores high on my groove feel. I think it's really tight, you know. That's nice. Playing on the upside here. back down. You know, my Google just stopped. I bet a lot of these internet buffering today have to do with something way out of my control. I would say probably something going on with the internet today. So I'm going to end the show about right there. Hey, by the way, before I end the show, I need to do a little bit of advertisement. And I hope that some of you have friends, or maybe you're interested. If you visit my website, b3monaco.com, then you can decide to do a couple of things. If you feel like you want to tip me with your credit card, you can do that. And it's real easy that way if you don't have an account. Reggie, how are you, sir? You can just do it with a credit card. Or there's ways down on the bottom description on how to give me with PayPal and me. There's also a link to continue to give to Save the Children in Ukraine, which is important to me, to continue the campaign. And so if you're feeling generous, please give. That's important for all of us to keep the money circulating, and a lot of it going over there. There's a lot of displaced children every day. More and more tragedies. So, hey, if you'd like to take a music lesson with me, I really love to teach. Some of my students will tell you I do okay. Go to the lessons category, and you could take a free, you could take a nice 30-day. I keep thinking about my school while I'm trying to talk about lessons. You could take a $30 1-hour online lesson with me in person. I record it. You get to know me. We can figure out what plan would be best for you. So please check out my lessons page. I'm looking for students always. I love to teach. That's what I do. So if you're more on the impersonal side, I have some videos that you can buy, and they're downloadable instantaneously, or you can buy DVDs. These are the old class, so if you still have a DVD player, won't be long. These things are not going out very fast these days. This is where it's all going, right here. Download. Speaking of download, you could go to my homepage and join my school. There's a free 3-day trial, and you can take a trial. I put up all my classes and new data on different techniques. It's only $14.95 a month once you join. I think it's well worth it. It's not like having like 300 hours of lessons for $14.95 a month. That's a lot. So think about it. I really wish you would. At least give it a trial, you know. Someone here, Nick, said, "Hi, Tony. Are you going to do any more split videos?" Okay, Nick, I will be more than happy. I hadn't heard from anybody, so I figured it wasn't important. I'm glad to know that it was important to you. So I kind of switched gears on my show to be more entertaining and less educational, since it didn't seem to be very much interest. However, you know, I love to teach, so I'll do some more. So stay tuned. Next week I'll do something really cool. How are the ones that you've done so far? Are you feeling that you're being successful? Is it helping you? It's nice to hear something. That's why I'm asking. I hadn't heard, so I didn't know that it was important. So that's one of the funny things about the internet, is it's hard to get a read on things when you just get likes and loves and care. And and sad and cry. There's a lot more than that. And feedback is helpful, so please feel free to ask me questions during this show. Just as much as I tell jokes too. As you could feel free to give me a tip. Just do it. I had to do it. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just say things because I like to have fun. But it's kind of the truth too. I think what happens is the internet's makes it too easy to click away without feeling any obligation. And when you see people doing things like this online, they're putting their heart into it. And that's the name of the game. And it's really great to see you, Reggie. I missed you so much. Well, you're welcome, Rudy. That's those are the videos that I have from my downloads, right? Okay. So evidently, I think what's going on with the lag in the video today is the internet's kind of slow. So I just want to say thanks again to all of you for joining. I'll be here next week. Please take a look at the school. If you're interested in taking lessons, please contact me. I love to teach. And we're going to continue to move forward in having fun. Did fingerings in the left hand? Do I ever get tired of the organ? Okay, listen, I'm not going to go when I get a question like these. See, I don't go. Fingerings in the left hand, first of all. Early on in some of it, if you can catch some of these shows, the early shows, I was doing that's what my friend is asking, and I'll do more of that next week. Let me try to switch. I'm trying to figure out and read. And so if you keep your ones on the roots and your fives with the index finger and your thumb an octave higher, that gives you the full mobility of moving from one octave to the next. So I can get way across the keyboard real quick with ones and fives. The other way is, how do I get to places? I'm going to go to C. might get there from D flat. So there's D flat. It's 5. And it's 1. So just get used to getting those 3 fingers. And that's all I use predominantly, except for either grace notes or if I'm walking bass lines and they're linear, right? But most of the time I'm using my pinky, my index, and my thumb. And I know that's very unconventional, because when you go to a piano player, teacher, they're going to teach you to put all 5 fingers down, and which is the proper way to do that. But when you do this, if you want to play bass and sound like I do, that's the main fingering right there. That's your hand position right there. Because you got to get to know the 5s. That's the turnaround. Boom, boom, boom. Dave will tell you. We learned about 5s when we played the accordion. Thank you, Chuck. How are you? Good morning, sir. I will give him a call. I'd love to come back and play for you all. That was wonderful. It was a wonderful experience. There was another question that was important. Scales are important too. Scales are important, I believe, for agility. Problem is with scales. Hold on just a second, folks. Got an idiot. Got to take care of here on YouTube. One moment. He's back. Oh well, we'll fix that here in a second. Oh well, we'll fix that here in a second. Oh well, we'll fix that here in a second. Oh well, we'll fix that here in a second. Oh well, we'll fix that here in a second. All right, see you later, my friend. Oh well, we'll fix that here in a second. Okay, all right, gone. See you later, my friend. All right, I don't like interruptions. I learned how to deal with them a long time ago. All right. Let me see. Enclosures. Oh my God, these are lessons and lessons and lessons and lessons and lessons. There was one thing back. I want to go back. See, we had somebody doing stuff. I know how to get rid of them now. Same guy bugged me before. Let's see. Bob Thomas. It's right here. 300 hours. Oh, did I ever get tired of the organ? I'm struggling sometimes. That's why I didn't leave. I knew this is one of the most important questions. All right, look, I'm going to just show you there. I posted. See right there? That's my dream station. I have a keyboard controller on the bottom left. And then I have my new Kurzweil PC4. I really like it. Then I have my Oberheim synth on top. Dave Smith Prophet 8 synth. So I'm enjoying some music there, doing more lo-fi kind of groove stuff. And a lot of people have asked, where's the organ? Well, it's right here. It's right next to it. See, but I'm going to try to focus on playing some different music. But listen, it's only because I've been doing this for 50 years that I'm just trying to do something different. It's not because I'm tired of playing the organ. So I know what you're saying. What you're saying is playing the organ frustrates you. And listen, man, that's the norm for most musical instruments. Learning fingering techniques, all of the things, so that you can begin to use the instrument freely as you wish. That's the idea of playing an instrument, is to be able to express, whether it be reading the chart or playing improvised music, whatever, but you still express yourself in all of those. So I think the real question is, do you ever get tired of playing what you're playing? Yes, I get tired of what I play all the time. How do you break out of that? Well, moving over to another instrument sometimes opens you up, right? Sometimes you start playing some piano a little bit, start getting some different like fingerings and ideas and sonic things, and then you bring them back to the organ. That's one way. Learning new tunes, listening to like devoting yourself, not just listening to, but actually devoting yourself to listen for a period of time for so many, whatever it is, how often that is, for a committed period. How important is that? Well, let me tell you, you play what you hear. So if you haven't listened to improvised music, then it's hard to take solo, especially if you don't know, what it is that you're trying to achieve. So it's important, I think, to practice often. Recording yourself is another thing. You want to find it interesting. Start playing and recording yourself. Recording yourself is another thing. I don't know, this person came back. I don't know how they did. Try it again. Sorry, I'm moving unwanted intruder. I don't know how he got back in. Okay, Juan. We love you, but not that much. So that's what I suggest is if you can record yourself. Like when I do these shows, sometimes I do go back and I watch them. I won't watch today's. Why? Today wasn't about entertaining you as much as it was just making it through. I'm feeling kind of mellow. Just want to play some music, you know. Some days I come in here and I want to play, you know. Learning to be a musician is also learning how to play the gig in spite of your feeling, like I just did today. Just get through it. Just do what you got to do to go. And here it is. It's 1:05. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. I think Google was pipelining or slowing down. And next week, I promise to give you some left-hand, right-hand stuff now that I know it's important. So that's important to me to have feedback so I know what to give you. Yeah, I have an analog synth right there. I have the Dave Smith Prophet 8 right on the top of those three. And I plan on doing some things with it. They're very cool. One of the things I have a problem with is I'm so used to the organ, you know, that has like the whole orchestra at hand. I know they don't sound exactly like it. But this is a synthesizer built to synthesize that. So I'm still learning. So speaking of being bored about the instrument, I'm still learning how to express myself in different genres, in different ways on this instrument, whether I'm using horns or strings. I think if you go back on today's show, you'll see I gave some examples of that. Or big band, or single line trumpet, or some instrument. When you start getting into that, check out a video, if you want to stay really interested in the organ, of Wild Bill Davis playing with the Duke Ellington Orchestra, where he just plays the organ all by himself. It's called April in Paris, or in April, and he wrote it. God bless you. Like I said, don't forget I'm teaching. If you're interested in taking lessons, please, I give a $30 trial lesson, and we can figure things out. And I also have a school, and I have videos, and I have ways you can give me a tip. So God bless you all. Thank you very much. Pray for the people in Ukraine, and pray for the good doers, that we continue to do the good for the earth. God bless you all. We'll see you later.